Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all must be enjoying at your home and side by side you are doing your homework also. Okay, so have you done your homework children? Yes, have you done your homework? On Thursday we have completed our exercise 3.4. So if you have not completed your exercise 3.4, please complete that exercise because we have to move further now. Okay, and children, in this week we are going to complete this, we are going to wind up this chapter number 3, playing with numbers, and from the coming week we will start with the next chapter. Okay, so do you remember that what we have done in our last lecture where I have sent you a recorded video? Yes, we have done exercise 3.4 and exercise 3.4 was related to common factors and common multiples. Okay, so now we have to move to our exercise 3.5, and exercise 3.5 is based on prime factorization. Okay, so first of all let us see what is prime factorization. If a number is expressed as a product of its factors, we say that the number has been factorized. So suppose you have given a number and you have written that number as a product of its factor. So it means that number has been factorized. But what about prime factorization? Prime factorization means if you are writing a number as a product of its prime factors. Okay, here we have written as a product of its factors. If it is written as a product of its factor, then it is factorized. Okay, but if a number is written as a product of its prime factors, then it is prime factorized. Okay, so let us take one example. Suppose I am taking 36. Then how we will prime factorize this number? Firstly, we will take division method. There are two methods to do prime factorization. First one is division method and the second one is factor tree method. So I am taking division method first. 2 18s are 36, 2 9s are 18, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. So how can we write this 36? As you all can see, this 2, 2, 3 and 3, these all are prime factors of 36. So we can write it as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So now we have written 36 as a product of its prime factors. It means it has been prime factorized. Fine. Now if I take factor tree method, then 36 can be written as 2 18s are 36, 2 9s are 18 and after that 3 3s are 9. So again we can write it as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Okay. So now children, for better understanding of prime factorization, firstly we will recall prime and composite number and then we will move to prime factorization. So let's go through this video now.
Today, let us revise prime factorization. Before that, let us review prime and composite numbers. A prime number is a natural number that has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. Look at these examples. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. The factors of 11 are 1 and 11. The factors of 17 are 1 and 17. Here you can see these numbers have only two factors, 1 and the number itself. Such numbers are called prime numbers. A composite number is a natural number that has more than two factors. Look at these examples. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. The factors of 14 are 1, 2, 7, and 14. The factors of 20 are 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20. Here, all the above numbers have more than two factors. These numbers are called composite numbers. Kids, remember, 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. 2 is the only even prime number. 3 two consecutive odd primes which differ by 2 are called twin primes. Examples: 3, 5, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. 4. Any two numbers that have only 1 as a common factor are called co-prime numbers. Examples: 3, 4, 5, 9, 11, 20. Now let us revise prime factorization. When a number is expressed as a product of prime numbers, it is called prime factorization. Let us solve an example. Express 84 as the product of its prime factors by repeated division. We always begin with the smallest prime number, which divides the given number. 84 is an even number. So, divide 84 by 2 to get 42. Again, divide 42 by 2 to get 21. Now, 21 can be divided by 3. So, divide 21 by 3 to get 7. Lastly, divide 7, which is a prime number, by itself. Now we have 1 as a quotient. Let us write the answer. Thus, the prime factorization of 84 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 7, which can also be written as 2 squared into 3 into 7. Remember, we always divide by the least prime number, which can divide the given number to get prime factors.
Okay, so I hope you all have enjoyed this video. So children, now we are going to start with exercise 3.5. And children, as you know, due to this COVID-19 situations, we have to, according to government rules, we have to cut off your syllabus, and wheresoever I'll find that the question or the exercise, it is not needed, so we will cut that exercise and we will cut the questions also in between. Okay, so from exercise 3.5, question number 1, we are not going to do. So we are going to start with question number 2. So let us start question number 2. Here are two different factor trees for 60. So write the missing numbers wheresoever you are finding the number is missing. Okay, so 60 can be written as 6 tens are 60. After that 6 can be written as 2 3s are 6. So what we will write here? 3. 2 3s are 6. Then 10 can be written as 5 2s are 10. So I will write 2 here. So that is how we have to complete this factor tree. Then we have B part. 60 can also be written as 30 2s are 60. And then 30 can be written as 10 3s are 30. And 10 can be written as 2 5s are 10. Okay. So that is how you will complete this factor tree. And question number 2 you have to do in your book itself. Fine. Now let's move to next question. Now let's come to third question. Third question is, which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? So children, what is the question? The question is, whenever we are doing the prime factorization of a composite number, then which factors are not included in the prime factorization? So suppose I am taking an example of composite number 12. Okay, and if I do the prime factorization of this number, then that will be 3 4 3 4s are 12, then 2 2s are 4. Okay, so children, I can write this 2 also, like 1 2s are 2, but I am not writing. Why? Because in the prime factorization of composite number, we do not include 1 and the number itself. That is why we are not taking this 12. We are factorizing this number 12. Okay. So the answer for this question will be, we are going to stop this process here itself, and the answer for this question will be 1 and the number itself. So whenever we do the prime factorization of a composite number, we do not include 1 and the number itself. Okay. So this was the solution of question number 3. Now let's move to next question. Then the next question is, write the greatest 4-digit number and express it in terms of its prime factors. So here what we have to do, we have to firstly take the greatest 4-digit number. So what is the greatest 4-digit number, children? Yes, the greatest 4-digit number is 9999. Okay, so we have to do the prime factorization of this greatest 4-digit number. So I am going to do this by division method. So as we all know that 9 is divisible by 3, so this 9999 is divisible by 3. So when we will divide this by 3, we are going to get 3333. And when we will divide this by 3, so we will get 1111. Okay. After that, it will be divisible by 11. 101. And 101 is again a prime number. So it will be divisible by 101 itself. Okay. Now we can write it as the product of its prime factors, and that will be equal to 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 11 and multiplied by 101. Okay. So that is how we can do the prime factorization of greatest 4-digit number. Clear? So this was the solution of question number 4. Now let's move to next question. Okay children, now we will move to question number 6. Why question number 6? Because question number 5 is your homework. You have to try to do yourself. Fine. Now question number 6 is find all the prime factors of 1729 and arrange them in ascending order. First of all, we have to find out the prime factors of this number and then we have to arrange those factors in ascending order. Now state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime numbers. Consecutive means वन बाय वन आने वाले, लगातार आने वाले प्राइम नंबर्स. हमें रिलेशन बताना है टू कंसेक्यूटिव प्राइम नंबर्स के बीच में. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल डू द प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन ऑफ दिस. सो 1729. Okay, so first of all, as we can see, there is 9 on its ones place, so it is not divisible by 2. Now let's move to 3, the next prime number. So what is the divisibility of 3? For checking the divisibility of 3, we find out the sum of the digits. If the sum is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. So 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. And 18 plus 1 is 19. So it is not divisible by 3. Okay. So it will be divisible by 7. 7 2s are 14 and 7 2s are 14, and after that 7 minus 4 is 3, 7 4s are 28 and then 7 7s are 49. Okay, what we have done, 1729 was there and it is divisible by 7. And it will go on 7 2s are 14, 7 4s are 28 and then 7 7s are 49. After that it will be divisible by 13. 13 1s are 13 and then 13 9s are 170. Now 19 1s are 19. So the factors are 7, 13 and 19. So these are the factors and then we have to arrange them in ascending order. We have already arranged them in ascending order, 7, 13 and 19. After that we have to find out the relation between two consecutive prime numbers. So first consecutive pairs of prime numbers are 7 and 13. So as you all can see, 13 minus 7 is 6. Likewise 19 minus 13 is 6. So both the difference are same. So what will be the relation? The difference between two consecutive prime number numbers is 6. Okay, so what we have done in this question, firstly we have done the prime factorization of this number, then we have arranged the factors in ascending order. After that we have seen that there is a relation between these factors, that the difference between two consecutive prime numbers is 6. Clear? So this was the solution of question number 6. Question number 5 you have to try to do yourself, that is same like question number 4. Fine. So that's all for today children. Rest of the questions we will do in our next lecture, and in this week we have to wind up this chapter. We will leave some of the portion from this chapter if it is not needed. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. Goodbye.